Welcome back everyone, Komakala here. This is Elite Dangerous. Now I just got back to the station and I upgraded my weapons to gimballed pulse lasers, and you can tell that they're gimballed because they've got the two circles, they're sort of intertwined. And I saw that I have several thousand credits left over, and I decided that there's one other purchase that's really worth the money. Let's go to our internal. And one of the things that is easy to overlook is your power distributor. Power distributor is what distributes the power throughout your entire ship, and so this is what says, okay, weapons is going to have this much power, shields is going to have this much power, your engines are going to have this much power. By upgrading your power distributor, you can actually improve the quality of, like, the recharge rate for everything. And so right here you can see that my weapons capacity, if I were to purchase this, is going to increase up to 12, and the recharge rate is actually going to increase by 1.5 as well. And what this means is that I'll be able to fire the lasers for longer and be able to fire them more frequently. So let's go ahead and get this. This is one of the best upgrades that you can get early on. Another thing that we might want to look at is possibly upgrading the sensors if we have enough money for that, or the power plant, either one. But let's look at the sensors at first. We don't have enough money for it, so let's back out. Let's take a look at the power plant. Don't have enough money for this either. It's a shame, because with D rank power plant we'll get an increase in power, but we'll also lower the amount of weight that we're carrying around, and so the ship would be slightly more maneuverable. But we don't have the fuel, or the money, excuse me, for that. So, and I don't think we have enough money for any of these things either. Alright, well, I think that is it. Power distributor and 2 gimballed pulse lasers is a fantastic upgrade. Let's go ahead and try them out. Let's return to surface. Let's make sure that our navigation point is set up. We've got, come on, LTT 18486. Yes, we're going to set a point. Let's go ahead and leave the station.
Landing gear retracted.
Now, one of the things about these small ships that's pretty cool is they're small enough that you can actually fly out of these stations sideways. Ooh, that felt close. All right. Almost there. It's not recharging as fast as I'd like it to, but it's better than nothing. Alright, we should be ready to jump soon. How far? Oh, we do have to be 5 kilometers from the bigger ships to get out, or the bigger stations to be out of mass lock. Oh, that's a little more than 5 kilometers. Alright. Let's go ahead and do our jump. And let's hit turbo. Oh, I hit it too soon.
Ready to engage.
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Alright, excellent.
Fuel scooping. Warning, temperature critical. Fuel scoop disengaged.
There we go. Now we're going to have to actually get close enough to this planet before we actually see the resource extraction sites pop up. I'm not sure how close that is. Well, we can go ahead and watch this and just get an idea. It's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,000 light seconds, but that is just a straight up guess. I have no idea. You'll see that we've got a strong signal source up there. Quite often while flying through Super Cruise, you'll see different things pop up on your sensors. Sometimes it's a good idea to check them out, sometimes it's not such a good idea, because there are occasions where you may stumble across probably wrecked ships with like cargo flying around, just floating around in space. You could salvage it, but it's illegal salvage, so then you gotta find a black market to sell it. Sometimes pirates will actually set up waypoints and create some of these strong signal locations or unidentified signal location, and if you drop in there, they're just waiting to attack somebody. So be prepared when investigating those things. They can be dangerous. They can be lucrative. You can make some pretty decent bank from them sometimes. Well, this is taking a little bit longer than I was expecting. Alright. And it took me almost 15 minutes to fly to that other station. It starts out, you're like an hour and a half away, but as you're flying, you get faster and faster and faster. And so right now we're traveling at about 85 C, and it's quickly accelerating. In the other place, we were traveling almost 275 C before the ship started slowing down again. Alright, so it's not 5,000 because we're within 4,000 LS of the planet. Now, I just recently found out about this. They have announced a new expansion pack for this game like a month ago. And one of the things that they're going to be adding in that expansion pack is the ability to land on planets. And so you'll be able to fly up to a planet, fly your ship into the atmosphere, touch down, and drive around in a rover. Early on, I don't think it's going to be all types of planets. Like, you'll only be able to fly into probably rocky planets and maybe moons. Alright, here we go. So within 1,000 we have this. So let's go to the high intensity one. Now we've got some decent weapons. And I'm looking forward to that. The expansion is going to be called Horizons. I was too late to this, and even if I wasn't too late, I don't know if I would have purchased it. But they have a lifetime expansion pass that you could purchase that they were selling for like 120 bucks. Or rather, excuse me, 120 pounds. It's actually more than that in the US. Significantly more. I don't know the exchange rate off the top of my head. You'll see these big blue rings. These are the gravity wells, the different gravity wells of the planet as you're flying into it. So the big outside one doesn't do a whole lot. Ooh, interdiction. Now if we can... we're gonna fail it. So I'm gonna submit. Zero out my throttle. Equip weapons. Oh, it's a Navy ship.
Frameshift drive charging.
Now that Asp is such a bigger ship, it actually causes a disruptive mass, and so we're not able to jump as fast until we're a certain distance away from it. And so that's an interdiction. It could very well have been a pirate, somebody wanting to kill us, and not somebody with good intentions like that federal ship. They were just checking us to make sure that we weren't wanted or weren't carrying any illegal goods. As I told you before, the yellow ring around the planet, you go inside that and you will actually be kicked out of Super Cruise because it'll assume that you're trying to crash into the planet or something. And when you fly too close to the planet, it actually causes your ship to overheat. Oh, slow down. There we go. Now we just need to get within 1 million meters. 1 million meters. Man, we're way out. Let's go ahead and dump some additional power into our engines. There's a way to jump outside your ship with an external camera. I don't remember the key binding for it.
Flight assist on. Flight assist off.
See, with flight assist off, it gets really... Every time you make a correction, it doesn't do a counter correction. Alright, let's jump into combat.
Under attack. Target shields offline. Target destroyed. Target shields offline. Shields offline. Taking damage. Target destroyed.
Took a little bit more damage than I was anticipating, but that's okay.
Shields online. Target shields offline. Under attack. Shields offline. Taking damage.
Come on.
Target destroyed.
Now I took a ton of damage there. So what I'm actually going to do is put away my weapons and dump all my power into shields and engines, and I'm going to fly back to Boswell Station and repair. But I've got, oh, what is that?
Shields online.
A bunch of credits worth of stuff that I can turn in. Maybe about 30k, which is not bad. So let's go ahead and set Boswell State platform. Let's go ahead and super cruise.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Now early on, you're going to be fairly weak. As you noticed, I'm taking a ton of damage. And part of that that you could improve upon is actually being a little bit smarter about who you attack and when you attack. Normally you don't want to try to take on a wing like I did, because when you attack one member of the wing, all the other members of the wing go hostile as well. And so usually you want to find ships that are lone stragglers by themselves, so you don't have to worry about being overwhelmed. And if I had stuck to just focusing on individual ships instead of targeting somebody who's in a wing, I wouldn't have taken as much damage as I did. I keep forgetting my shields are very, very weak, and I'm not rocking 3-4 shield boosters. Well, I guess my Vulture really only had 2 shield boosters, but they were good shield boosters. And that was one of the things, I don't know if they changed it, but that was one of the good things about the Vulture, was it had incredible shielding, but the hull was pretty weak.
Docking request denied.
Oh, I was too far out.
Docking request granted.
Landing pad 1. So let's go ahead and spin around the station. Let's turn on our lights just for giggles. Now I remember the way I approached last time, and that landing pad 1 is straight ahead of this.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, overshot. And that's what it sounds like when you grind your shields.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
The reason I always enter the hangar is this allows you to, your ship has to be lowered down and rotated the right way so you can actually take off. And by entering the station every time, this actually rotates the ship the correct way, and you don't have to wait as long before you're launching again. Alright, almost 30,000. Not too shabby. I could actually buy a new Sidewinder if I want to. I'm not going to, but I could. Though I wouldn't have money to outfit it. And if we look over here, you see that our combat rank has gone up yet again. Cool beans. So this is a quick overview of how combat works in this game. Basically fly in, do some bounties, fly back out before you get blown up, repair, rinse and repeat. Some people may find it a little bit grindy. Every time you do bounties, some of these bounties I've been turning in are actually giving me Federation rep. Not a lot, a little bit. Little bit. You can actually do far better by actually doing quests and stuff. And over time you'll see my rank gradually improve, and these pirates that I'm killing, you'll see that my reputation with them is actually decreasing by the red arrow pointing down. So yeah, anyway, hopefully you guys have found this informative and helpful in your attempts to play this game. If you have any more questions or any other things you'd like to know, let me know. I will be making a video later on, either tonight or tomorrow, when I have enough currency to actually build an Eagle. I'm expecting to spend about 120k on it, maybe as much as 140. But as you can see, it doesn't take too long to make that money. I made 30k in, what, 10-15 minutes? So you can actually do pretty well, especially if you're careful and don't take too big of a risk. You can actually stay out there in the resource extraction site for a lot longer, and the longer you're able to stay out there, the better the odds that you're going to bring home a lot of money. Just don't get destroyed. If you get destroyed while you have a bunch of bounties on you, you lose those bounties when you respawn. And so I've lost millions of credits worth by dying and getting too cocky. So keep that in mind when you're playing. Anyways, thank you. I'll see you guys later. Bye.